Hi, this is Jackie Zahn. I wanted to show you a sample I have in Adobe Captivate 7. Basically, you'll see that I've lined up slides where I have a situation and a solution. I have a number of links in here showing a demo of how to use some software and then what the export file looks like. And I even have a simulation in here and a number of hyperlinks. So let me show you what that looks like if I go ahead and play it in a web browser. Here it is right now. The browser I'm using is Firefox, and this opening screen will pop up. Will you be ready for the next time LinkedIn goes down? And the user needs to click Next, and it describes the situation, and we move over to the solution of what can you do if LinkedIn is down. You could export your contacts, store them, have access to them, and import them into other tools. Why doesn't everybody do this? Probably because they're not aware that this option exists, not sure how to do it. So here's a link that says show me how to export my contacts, and I'm going to let this play through. It's about a minute long. Okay, so at this point, the learner only has about a minute and a half invested so far. So now we're giving them the option, what would you like to do next? Some people are going to be able to say, okay, I get it. Let me just go to LinkedIn and do it myself. Some people are going to say, let me see what the exported file looks like. So they've got that option here. I'm going to go ahead and click this. The video will play for about 90 seconds. Okay, so that video illustrated exactly what it looks like when you pull it up in Excel, and then some of the formatting options, and then the exporting options as well. So after that plays through, the user is going to have the option to go back to that page to start over or just to exit this course altogether. Let's go ahead and click back to the options. We already saw what the exported video looks like. We watched the demo video. Why don't we try a simulation? So here is where it's going to look for direct feedback, and it's going to have the user walk through as if they're actually in the system. So what is the next step after you enter your email address and password? Sign in. You're going to get feedback based on if it's correct or incorrect. What's the next step after you logged in? I'm intentionally going to click somewhere that's wrong, and this time it comes up in a different color, and it's actually just giving me the answer. Select network and then contacts. And then it'll say yes. You can also give hints along the way. From the contact screen, what's the next step? And we've got this button here. What's the next step once you are inside of a LinkedIn? It's to export the connections. So all throughout this, you're getting feedback, and you can also have hints in there as well, as I mentioned. So we're almost done with this. What is the next step? You want to export into a common tool. You're going to click here on the CSV file, then click Export, and click OK. After the demo is finished, you can go back to the options page. So we did a simulation demo, saw what the file looked like. You want to go to LinkedIn. So obviously you can put any hyperlink in here you want. They can actually go to it for real then and start pulling things and working through it. Let me go back to the tool. Since we've gone through all of these, we can just click End. And then here is just a final screen. You can throw a quiz in here or just some basic follow-up information at the end. And of course, any images, you can throw hyperlinks on here as well. And I even have this option to start the course all over again. Thank you.